and you enhance it. What particular areas in the film had to be revised?
Actually, the whole script was rewritten. We just maintained three of the main original characters just in namesake, and we rewrote the whole script, and we rewrote it again from an American perspective, and so and the beats, the first act, second act, and third act had to follow a Hollywood formula standard, and that's the standard we follow. And we made it more character driven so that every single person that acted in this movie had a significant voice in the movie. They just weren't bit parts that were thrown away. They were very important to progressing the story forward. And so that's why we made it a smaller universe where that each one of us watching it from an audience's perspective, because we always write from an audience's perspective, they can relate in one way or another with the positive side of the character and also the negative side of the character.
Without repeating too much, what is some themes that maybe you try to veer away from, or which did you try to go into a little deeper?
I'm not gonna lie, we wrote this movie, it's very controversial. It's gonna be a very controversial film when it comes out. And not controversial in an anti-religion way. It's a very controversial in how the religion played in the screenplay. And how it progressed through the end, to the finale.
More questions, please? Lena?
Yes, after 30 years I was working with casting, especially with paper, especially with Roxanne.
God, with Roxanne alone, this girl eats all the time. Constantly eating. I'm going, where are you putting all the food? Yeah, she doesn't gain any weight. She's always eating. Anyways, with Alvin, that's another story. Well, I'll enhance it with Alvin. But when coming here to the Philippines, because I'm not Filipino, it's a completely different experience of how you guys do films here. We're coming from America and how we do films and how things are laid out in a certain pattern. There's a certain formula that's being made in the Philippines. In America, but here in the Philippines, you guys don't follow a formula. Each film follows its own way of how it's going to be done, and it doesn't follow a protocol, so to speak. And it was a positive and a negative. Like for one of the scenes that kind of blew me away, we were doing a scene on the side of the road, and it was one of the characters. There was a clash between characters inside a car, and we went to this location out in Laguna in the nowhere. It was out in nowhere, and we just pulled over, set up cameras, and I was going, "Are you sure it's okay to do this? No permits, no permission. What about the police? Is the government going to come?" It was crazy for us. I was sitting there going, "I can't believe it. Roll the camera before somebody comes, And stuff like that. It was just refreshing for us to be able to, with what we know on how to make films and the freedom that you guys have here with the locations and even with the subject matter and even with the time schedules. My gosh, we're gonna make killer movies here because we're not restricted with all the rules and regulations that restricts us in Japan and in America, quite frankly. And the negative side is the time schedule, the Filipino time, the tardiness, like today. We're supposed to start at 5. When we say 5, it starts at 5, And that's also the traffic. The traffic is just horrendous here. Just to get anywhere, especially when we're trying to move the whole production team to another location, it is a logistical nightmare. But it happens. We show up and I go, God, everyone's here and they're slowly trickling in and then we get it done. We go on till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Start at 6 in the morning till 6 in the morning the next day. So that's unheard of in America. Because in America there's certain you get to 12 hours and then you gotta sleep. There's rules that you gotta sleep. So I kind of like that part about it. The part, that freedom was very liberating for us to experience.
How about Eve? You seem multi-talented and multi-talented. What's the hardest part in doing this aside from the things that
Honestly, I love the whole process of filming. I love, doing some of the talking to actors, talking to the gaffers, the lighting, the costume. I just love the whole process. I didn't sleep at all on set. I was always running around, so there was no really any difficult part about it other than what my father said, because I just love being involved, creating something with very talented people and being unified in a vision that we all truly believe in. So there was no rough part about it. I just enjoyed the ride. It was a really great ride.
What can you say about what's next about Press?
Oh, you're gonna do that to me? Okay. Well, when you guys see her in the movie, I won't spoil it again. Roxanne is a trooper. She's really, really multi-talented. I'm very proud of how she portrayed Maria, how we wrote the character Maria. We couldn't ask for a better Maria character. She was pitch perfect in everything. She did such a phenomenal job.
And regarding Roxanne, there was some actresses in her league are already divas, and don't tell me what to do, I already know. But because we wrote the character, she was very cognizant to listen and say, look, I know this is how you would portray this in the Philippines, where you over-dramatize things, everyone's crying or something. I said, but in this film, for an American perspective, we don't want it like that, and we want it this way. And it was just a few instructions, just quietly in her ear before cameras rolled, and she knew how to adjust and do it again on the fly and be able to nail it the way we envisioned it. And it was really gratifying. And the same goes with Alvin. I mean, Alvin he's the life of the party on the set. And we got some B-roll, man, behind the scenes that you didn't know that we were taping that we're gonna blackmail you with. Yeah. So Alvin is just again, I can say a few things into his ear before cameras start rolling, and he makes the adjustment like that to either tone it down or amp it up, or I want you just the small little nuances. Because in American cinema, unlike here, because I'm trying to watch Filipino movies now, and I'm seeing the beats and how it's done. And American cinema, it's on a 40-foot screen, so you don't have to yell to be angry. You don't have to cry real hard for the audience to know that you're sad. It's just the small little facial nuances that we, from an American perspective, we see that similar to like how Nicole Kidman would act. That's the kind of acting that we were portraying throughout all the characters in this movie, and Alvin would nail it all the time again. Truly professional actors that we were working with. And Shai, enough said. I just said a few things with her, and boom, she just nailed it right away. The issue with her is the setup time, because I always knew she was on. And there was a very emotional scene between her and Roxanne that these guys had to be dialed in, and we were ready to go. And I was like, get these cameras rolling, man, because there's only so much time that these guys can maintain that emotional capacity in order for us to get it on film. Otherwise, we're going to lose that special moment, and that's what the frustrating part was for me. But other than that, the cast and crew, these are the unsung heroes out there. I mean, all the actors get all the glory, but these guys are the ones that are behind the scenes sweating and getting yelled at and pushed so that we can make sure that, we can finish every day on a certain schedule. And my hat's off to you guys. I love all of you guys, really. You guys mean a lot to me.
He called me a shrew. A shrew.
We have Mangyans here in Mindoro. Mangyan, they eat all the time. It's a tribe in Mindoro.
I think my roots are from